Hello, this is a Svartzonker, Abu Svartzonker on top, and that's because it goes on top, and it's including the tail, it's like 24 centimeters long, 10.5 inches, and it weighs 78 grams. It casts not too bad, to be fair. You know, it's got a good shape for casting. It's completely rubbish, this lure. I don't know what the idea behind it is. I'm not saying you wouldn't catch fish on it. Obviously you're going to catch fish on anything, but this is like, it's rubbish. This bit floats, totally floats. You can't drag it under the water when you bring it back, and it's got no action at all. I've tried moving it from side to side and it goes a bit like this, but you know, it's not like a popper or anything like that. It just sort of glides through the water and the tail spins, and that's where all the movement is. There's no movement in this at all, really. So all the movement's in this, and I just don't see the point of it. I really don't. I mean, you could just get you know, a plastic worm, fish it on the top, it would do exactly the same thing, really. I suppose they tell you that you know, this bit's for the weight and that, but it's, you know, it's just useless. I think, you know, it's sort of, they've tried to make it sort of the best of both worlds, and they've failed miserably, in my opinion. It's not something I would ever use again. As I say, you'd catch fish on it, you'd catch fish on anything, but why you'd bother with this, I don't know at all. Yeah, it's completely useless. I think it's one of the worst lures I've ever used. I don't know if they still make them. They probably don't. I can't find them anywhere, and I can't find any videos of them being used, and that's probably because, you know, people use them once, realise how useless they are, and never bother again. It's a ridiculous lure, absolutely ridiculous. One of the most lifeless lures I've ever seen. This is the only bit that moves. This just skims across the top of the water. This moves, and you know, as I say, it would attract fish. I'm sure sooner or later you'd catch a fish on it, but there's a million lures out there that are way better than this, you know, do a similar sort of job. Yeah, there we go, the Abu Svartzonker on top. Avoid like the plague.